this? I'm freaking huge. Freaking huge. Peekaboo. Yum 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 yum. Yum yum. I can't imagine what new people watching my channel must be thinking about how crazy I am. Welcome, I am your master level expert fitness trainer, Alex Diaz, aka Mr. Freaking Huge. And this is gonna be I haven't received an email this long, not even in spam, ever in my life. This has to be the longest email I've ever received. Look. Wow. I'm not gonna read the whole email, and I had to do some conversions, some number conversions, and so I'm not gonna go into everything, and I might just ad-lib some things, but I'm gonna actually start breaking down everything as I'm talking, because there's a lot of things here that I can't be honest, I can't remember the whole thing, and to go into the whole email first and then answer is gonna be kind of hard. So I'm gonna go through it bit by bit. The subject was losing fat the right way. Hey Alex, greetings from Indonesia. That's cool. And I really need your help, bro. I've watched your video titled How to Bulk Correctly and Incorrectly, How to Gain Muscle Bulking. So I decided to ask you. I hope this mail will at least get your attention. Yeah, it did. It's a lot of freaking things. Anyways, went to explain this whole his weight and his height and his age. 27, about 5'7", 202 pounds when he started. 6 months he dropped 49 pounds, so congrats. But during that stage I'm also losing much strength and cardio performance. Stomach is still a little bit fat, feeling very lethargic, and during the 6th to 8th month I started to up my calorie bit by bit and consume BCAAs and creatine mono daily. So the reason why you felt lethargic and you had your strength and your cardio went down was because when you drop all that weight, I'm pretty sure you lowered your calorie intake, or you really dramatically reduced your carb intake. And then now you talked about once you started to increase your calories, you getting your strength back. All strength is coming back to its proper places. I weigh 165 at the middle of my 7th month, and now in my 8th month I weigh 160. So you've lost 5 pounds. Now my maintenance calories is 1810, whatever. And he goes on to talk about he has an application that helps him with his diet, and he drinks 14 glasses of water, and he trains 4 days a week, and he sleeps for 7 hours. Hopefully it's not the 7 hours. Hopefully is undisturbed sleep, meaning there's no alarm or anything waking you up, because you want to have sleep constantly without having any interruptions. My cardio per session after lifting 5 times a week, 15 minutes of bike, about 75 to 80% heart rate, walk on a 12% incline treadmill for 60 to 65 15-minute. You could just do one whole cardio session on the bike for 30 minutes or 40 minutes, and then do your incline for another day for 30 or 40 minutes instead of breaking up 15 or whatever. My goal is to have body fat below 10% and get ripped physique abs, in other words fat loss. Okay, and in that video you said you're not building muscle by adding more calories. So my question to you is, my weight gain during the 47 days, which he was 149 to 165, so pretty much the 16 pounds he gained is fat, water, and creatine plus glycogen replenished because I purposely added more calories. Am I right? Well, I'm pretty sure you probably gained maybe 2 pounds of muscle within that time frame, maybe. You did gain some water weight probably, and you taking creatine, you were glycogen depleted. So now that you have more, you're eating more, and you have more carbs and everything, and you have more energy. You have your glycogen is back to its normal, and you're not flat anymore. I'm pretty sure as well. And you said because I purposely added more calories. So yeah, as far as your weight, doesn't mean anything. You can weigh yourself the next day and probably lose 5 pounds or gain another 5 pounds. So the weight is really doesn't really matter, because weight fluctuates all day long, every day long. Take a shower, weigh yourself. Go to the bathroom, weigh yourself. Go work out before you work, after you work out. You see that all your weight goes up and down all day long. So the weight is really not important. It's your body fat content and your clothes and your measurements. If it's fat, I don't know, because you didn't do a body fat test. Continuing after that, now the 13 days. There's a long email. So I hope you have patience. Continue after that. Now 13 days further, I lost 4 pounds. So he's 160 now. But this time I can't say for sure that I'm maintaining my strength. You have conflicting issues, my friend. I always measure my mid-belly and waist, but they're not dropping in size. Is the weight I'm losing just water, or is it fat? Because during the 13 days I lost 4 pounds, I'm eating the same every day. Again, weight doesn't mean nothing. Check your body fat. Your weight fluctuates throughout the day. You have really conflicting issues, because you want to lose as much body fat and become ripped as hell, but you also you care about your strength. It's really a bit difficult to do this, because when you're trying to lean down, okay, it's one or the other. Either you want to build strength, okay, or you want to have a crazy 6-pack or 8-pack, whatever. Because it's hard to maintain a really low body fat and also have a lot of strength, because to have a low body fat, you have to decrease your calories, decrease your carb, increase your cardiovascular activity, and you won't have the energy nor the strength to lift, to get stronger if you care about strength, because your whole point of your training is for fat loss. So this is a reduction of your calorie intake and an increase in your cardiovascular activity. So your strength gains will start to suffer, because you're not eating as much carbs and as much calories that you need to fuel your strength program that you want to follow. Does that make sense? In order for you to lift heavy weights, you need a lot of carbs, energy, and calories to help you lift the heavy weights. So if you care about strength, then that's a totally different, way to approach it. If you care about your fat loss, know that your strength gains will start to suffer a bit. If you really care about having super low body fat, I'm talking about just having average body fat. I'm talking about if you want to have really ridiculously crazy 6-pack and you want to be really lean, your strength will start to suffer, because I already explained that. So you have to really figure out what you want to do. This is becoming a long video. Should I keep doing this until I get ripped, or is it better to cut more of the daily calorie intake? I feel like I'm going nowhere, because it seems I'm going back and forth during this last 2 months. The only difference this time, I can maintain my strength. The reason why you're maintaining your strength is because you're up to your calorie intake. Remember, you're up in your calorie intake, you're going to have more strength and more energy, but it's going to be harder for you to lose the extra calories that you put into your body. So you will have to do more cardio. But if you really care about your fat loss, you will have to decrease your calorie intake by 300 to 500. I'll say 300 a day. Up your cardio, or just maintain that cardio, but instead of jumping from one to another machine or whatever, just do one whole bike session or one whole treadmill session. maybe a higher incline as well. Am I doing the right thing? But for fat loss, blah, blah, blah. I have experienced weight loss. I understand the more I lose weight, at a certain point I will plateau. Usually I lose 2 to 4 pounds a week during transformation, but now it's just 2 to 4 pounds a month. Is fat loss is really this slow if I'm doing it right? I guess that person doesn't agree with the fat loss question. What should I do to reach my goals? Sorry for the long email, and thanks for your time to read it. And if you kindly enough, please give me your reply. I appreciate it, bro. Then he asked me another question. Can I lose fat while I maintain his normal calorie intake? To lose fat, and so he said, I'm sure it will help others too, because I believe many people give up at this point. I think this is the last stage of the transformation that is the hardest to overcome. Also, thank you very much for taking the time to read and reply to me, bro. That's sexy. Mike. Okay, to sum up the whole thing, you dropped ridiculously amounts of weight, and congratulations on that. I'm pretty sure that the way you did it was, because I'm a mind reader, is that you decrease your carb or you decrease your calorie while increasing your cardiovascular activity. In doing this, you dropped like tons of weight, but your strength diminished because of the decrease in your calorie intake, and I'm pretty sure the fatigueness of your cardio sessions as well. I'm pretty sure you had enough rest, and your diet was pretty good from what you told me and everything else. But know that when you care about one thing, that's your main focus. It's hard to build muscle, stay at 5% body fat, and also maintain your strength, because it's hard to get all three at once. If you really care about losing fat, then you will have to decrease your calories. When you decrease your calories, you don't have that much energy, okay, because your body is getting less calories that it needs to maintain this homeostasis. So in decreasing the calorie intake, you won't have that same snap and energy and power and strength you would if you were to eat the normal calorie you normally eat. But in doing this calorie deficit, you will reduce your body fat and you will look leaner. If you care about strength, then obviously you will have to have a calorie surplus to have abundance of energy and power in the gym. But in having a calorie surplus, you will also tend to gain fat because you're adding calories to your body. It's really hard to get bigger, okay, size, huge muscles, have tons of strength, and also maintain a 5% body fat. It's really hard. All bodybuilders know this. Bodybuilders, when they're doing, before contests, they're lowering their calorie intake, they're lowering their water intake, they have no strength. Some of them pass out during their posing because they have no carb. They're carb depleted. They have no energy. They have no strength. During a pose, and then they just pass out. So that shows you that I'm taking it to the extreme of bodybuilding, professional bodybuilders. That's the way we look at it. They're carb depleted. They have no strength. They don't lift heavy when they're doing pre-contest, because they're not taking in enough calories. They're not taking in, they are taking enough calories, but they are limiting their calories, their water intake, and their carb intake. So their strength diminishes. So if you really care about your fat loss, because that's what I'm pretty sure you really care about, then you will have to stick to what you're doing. You can have a maintenance level of your calories, but you're gonna have to up your cardio more so that way you're reducing, in keeping your maintenance calories. You could lose weight, yes, but then the way you do that is you increase your cardio. That way you're burning extra calories, right? Since you have your maintenance calories, now your calories are being utilized better because you have your maintenance. If you have a deficit in your calorie and you increase your cardiovascular activity, yeah, you're gonna have less body fat on you, but your cardio sessions might suffer because you're not only are you increasing your cardio, you're also decreasing your calories. So if you're really serious about your fat loss and not strength, because you're gonna feel weak, you will have to decrease your calories and up your cardio. Okay, but just know that when you're at the gym, you're not gonna have that same strength. Okay, I hope you understand that. That's a long ass freaking email. So did I miss anything? I mean, this is all, again, all if you want to have a really low, extremely low body fat. If you just care about having an average, okay, then you don't have to go to that extreme. But if you want to see faster results as far as you're losing your stomach and all that, then you have to decrease your calories, not by much, 300, 500 max, I would say. Your cardio is doing good, just stay on one machine, up it, the intensity a little bit more, or up the time maybe by 10 minutes. That's fine, and you will reduce your weight even more. The thing is, again, your strength will start to suffer. So that's it. And in my next video, because this actually ties into the next video I'm going to talk about, is about losing inches but not losing weight. Now, why is that? So stay tuned to that video. That will be next. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not subscribed, Mr. Freaking Huge, Alex Diaz. That's not sexy at all, man. What the hell's wrong with you? Freaking huge. Stay freaking huge. Take care.